Joseph now ready to get this one started, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Winston. There's Chris Olave. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They run. It's Kamara going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. 3.5 to go, first quarter. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 24 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards for the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
No, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Cousins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though, 3rd and long. Cousins now from the 50. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, it's Cook again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down, looking for Landry, and it's into the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 24, Cousins. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings! So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Third and short yardage, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. To throw, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
It's a game of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. The 16-yard line.
Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. The Vikings on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Cousins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really...
You brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests.
Jarvis Landry, the 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. The Saints 45 yards.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cousins now.
This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Taken down by Pete Werner. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Listen to me.
To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full play.
Points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Cook up the gut. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be
A smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown.